only thing that I believe that is a big fat fart in the Pan Am Games, and I think it's gonna kind of pull back from all the great things that have happened. Is they went and got a very controversial artist to close the games. What's your
Kanye
thoughts
West
on that, Tony House?
I'm not a huge. I mean, first of all, at least they've again coupled them with hopefully Canadian entertainers. But no, I'm not a huge Kanye West guy. Obviously, he's controversial, and he's.
Forget about whether you're a fan or not. Why would the committee pick the most controversial, most outspoken in a negative way? He's you know, I don't know that much about him. I know that he's walked on the Grammys and rained on a lot of people's parades. He's outspoken. He's like the Donald Trump of rap music or whatever kind of music he has.
They probably got him because the company that's helping to promote the opening and closing ceremonies, he's one of their clients. So they, I don't know if they're getting him for free. There was no comment how much he cost. Part of the problem, Frank, is that before they announced Kanye West as part of the closing ceremonies, there were still 15,000 unsold seats for the closing ceremonies. Now that would be a big embarrassment for them if they couldn't sell out.
I don't give a fuck. I ask you one question.
Well, because that's the answer.
And you go
want an honest answer? You want me to sugarcoat it?
I'm going to audit all your expenses for this year, Norman.
Excellent.
Let's move on. So
you got your answer now.
The outpour of negativity on the selection of this artist for the closing games is really bizarre.
But look what we're talking about, and look what everybody's talking about right now.
I would have got a guy like a Neil Young, who's a Canadian icon, but he's also renowned worldwide. He's a great humanitarian. Not only is he a great artist, and he's a great Canadian. And I would have why not close an event with an icon like that? I mean, it's in Toronto. The whole world knows him, right?
They're probably, Frank, aiming for a much younger demo. That's probably why they're going for a young superstar. It sounds like Drake will be there, and obviously he has a massive worldwide following. But they choose the younger artist because it's more likely.
Who's got a worldwide
following? The older
following?
folks are probably, if Neil Young's playing, they would watch it. They'd probably watch it on TV. But the younger folks are more likely the ones who will pay. I think it's $90 to buy a ticket for the closing ceremonies down there.
I think he's going to do well here. I don't think he's strong in this market.
Well, Kanye? Oh,
he's a global.
I don't think he will.
A global name.
He's pretty popular, Frank.
Yeah.
I don't think he's popular here from what I'm hearing.
Well, I think he's pretty popular on it. He does get that love-hate reaction. You're right, and there's some folks lining up a petition to protest the fact that he's playing.
We'll see. I think that it's. I don't think he'll do well. I don't think he's done very well for himself in the last year or so. In the last interview, and it was posted all over social media.
Yeah.
He said that he's a musical genius. It's unbelievable how many people of his demographic, when you say young people, I'm going what you're saying, shit on him.
Yeah, he's just played Ottawa Blues Fest and sold that out. So he's got a following.
Yeah, I think
he sold out at the Ottawa Blues Fest.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand that, Tony, and you're my friend. What does that mean?
It's a big time event.
It's an event, and the event sells out because you think because he was as a headliner, it sold out.
I think if
the Ottawa Blues Fest is first class, and it always does well, no matter who the headliner is. It's a great event, and the people who put that together do a magnificent job.
So I think
all the credit to him. It's not the first time in the history of the Ottawa Blues Fest that they sold out. You know that.
Yeah, well, Frank, like I say, I think they're getting nervous.
Let me get Tony answer because I know what you sound like. Tony, you know what I'm saying, Tony? It's not the first year
it's a very
Ottawa
popular
Blues Fest is sold out. You got to give credit to the actual event.
Yeah. No, Blues Fest is world-renowned now, for sure.
One of the Ottawa Blues Fest, as far as I can remember, has always been first class.
Yep. But I guess the only other thing is that
you can't say that
people
he's the
don't like
reason it's sold out.
Yeah, but if people don't like him, can't stand him, I mean, people are not going to line up and buy tickets.
Anyways, maybe Norman's correct, and that the PR company that put together the opening and the closing represents him, and that's the thing. But the committee would have had to agree to it. Yes or no?
Oh, I'm sure everybody had to agree. And the company, I was just gapping on the name, the company is called Live Nation. They promote a lot of those young superstar artists. So that's who's involved in the ceremonies. And, like I say, considering the closing ceremonies, guys, are on July 26th, I mean, that's not that far away. 15,000 unsold seats. I think that was really making them nervous.